Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Friday afternoon. I was not supposed to babysit today. In fact, Jill is picking the children up from school, but she got called into work. I keep cover cream and lipstick in my car. The nurse that works for the IV infusion company has a case, or had taken a case tonight in Freeport, but something has come up and he can't make it, and the patient's medicine, the pharmacy has already shipped it to the patient's house, and the patient needs it. So the nurse called Jill and asked her if she would take it, and so she said yes. So I'm gonna run over there and babysit. Probably 3 or 4, it might be till, she said to be there at 4. Probably till 9 or until Husani gets home. Sometimes he does get off at 4 on Fridays. Usually he works overtime every day until 7 or 8 o'clock. But if he does get off early, then he'll go to the gym. And I want him to. It's imperative that he goes to the gym and stays healthy and fit. This helps a little bit, right? Better than nothing. I've been just taking it easy today. I took 2 of the Mucinex this morning and 2 Aleve. And it is drying everything up. The Mucinex, I don't think it's really an expectorant, more so. I don't really know how it works. You know, there's some medicines that are an expectorant, and some are suppressant, some are a decongestant. So I don't really know the action of Mucinex. I just know that it works. But many of y'all have been telling me I better go on and go get an antibiotic for this mucus. But I'm going to give it until Monday. I would just rather not have an antibiotic, because then I have to get the diflucan. I have to buy that, and it's just more trouble than it's worth. But one of you told me too that you, several years ago, someone told her about buying the amoxicillin from PetSmart that they use to put in the fish tanks to keep the fish from getting bacteria. So I did do a little Google search, and it is still sold in PetSmart over the counter. But federal regulations are going to start requiring a prescription for it. So y'all let me know, have you ever taken pet grade antibiotic? And if you did take it, how many milligrams did you take, and how often did you take it? And did it help you, and did you have any side effects from it? Y'all, I live in a beautiful apartment complex, but 1 block over is just pure ghetto. Some idiot. 3 pairs of shoes now thrown up here on the electrical wires. That makes me so mad. You know, if it's not ghetto enough, they gotta go and throw their tennis shoes, nasty tennis shoes, up on the... People just don't have any respect. And there goes one walking with his jeans down around his knees. So disgusting. I very seldom go to Newcastle, but I have to go through there to get to the Wantagh Parkway, which is the route that I normally take when I go to Jill's. I mean, parents, you know, teach your children to have pride and respect and take care of their community, and don't throw your nasty sneakers up across the electrical wires. It's just ridiculous. I mean, every month when I get the statement for my rent, there's a letter in there telling everybody what to do. Grown-ass folks have to be told what to do. Y'all, we're over 60. I'll have to let y'all read that letter. It's just a notice that comes every month. It's the same every month, but I will read it to y'all. I'll try to remember to save it when I get my statement this month. But it's telling people, put your trash in a bag and tie the bag tight. Especially put human waste in a separate bag and bag it appropriately and tie it up appropriately. Who throws away human waste in an apartment complex, you know? You have a toilet, use it. I reckon they're talking about adult diapers with poop in them. And they've told people 100 times, don't put anything outside of your apartment. No wreaths on the doors, no potted plants, nothing. They want nothing on the outside of the apartments. What do people do? They go and hang Easter wreaths, and then they go and hang Christmas wreaths and Thanksgiving wreaths. No! And then they had to start telling people, don't use your washer and dryer late in the evening. I mean, my washer and dryer is really quiet, but I guess some of them might be a little off balance, and even mine being quiet, I'm sure underneath me, you know, that it does make some type of rumbling noise. And they have to tell people, don't use your washer and dryer in the evening. I mean, that's common sense. Use common sense. I don't know. Sometimes I think society is going backwards instead of forward when it comes to common sense and respect and dignity and grace and patience with one another. A lot of y'all have told me things about times when you've been ignored or brushed aside or mistreated because people think because we're old, we're stupid. I've just been resting today. I had baked a chicken breast last night for my dinner with broccoli and a baked potato. You know, they're so thick now that you can slice them in half and have 2 meals out of it. To me, they cook better too. So I took the second half today and made me a chicken sandwich with lettuce and tomato. That's what I had for lunch. And I ate some more of those Clancy's potato chips, but I'll never buy those again. It's just way too much salt. Way too much salt. So I guess y'all heard the very sad news that Lisa Marie Presley died. They're saying she died from cardiac arrest, but I think it was a drug overdose. I Googled YouTube. They were saying that she had done a little short interview when they were at the Golden Globes. The actor that played Elvis in the movie was nominated for a Golden Globe. I believe he won. I haven't watched the Golden Globes. I just went on there to see her interview, and she was definitely stoned out of her head. You know, I don't understand why these celebrities choose California around Hollywood to live. I mean, she could have lived anywhere. She would have been better off living in Memphis. Don't live in that cult atmosphere there in California where everybody has to outdo the next person as far as wealth and your home and how you dress and what kind of car you drive. You know, Demi Moore and Bruce Willis, they raised their 3 girls in Idaho. I think their daughters seem to be okay. I haven't heard anything about them being on drugs or doing any kind of craziness. But, you know, Lisa Marie Presley, she had the addiction gene in her because her father was an addict. So, stands to reason that she would become an addict too. My mother and father were addicts, addicted to nicotine, and I reckon Daddy was addicted to alcohol. I didn't know it. He was very good at hiding it, but when he died, and me and my sisters and brother went down to the barn, y'all, there was a mountain of empty pint-sized vodka bottles. I mean, he had just thrown them on top of one another for years and years and years. There was a humongous mountain down in the barn of vodka bottles. And that's a dry county, so he had to have bought them. Well, he worked in a wet county, Lamar County. So I guess he bought him a little pint of vodka and went down to the barn. No wonder he spent so much time at the barn. We thought he was down there slopping hogs. No, he was getting sloppy drunk. Oh, Lordy. So he was an addict, and then Mother was definitely a nicotine addict, and in her later years, she would just go to her medicine cabinet and just take out a bottle of anything and take it. It didn't matter what it was. She was just always looking for a pill to make her feel better, and she probably was, what do they call it back then? Trazodone or something like that. Some kind of tranquilizer, or Black Beauties or something, I don't know. But later in life, she got addicted to Ativan. I reckon she needed that because she did end up with lung cancer. I don't believe my brother smoked, but I don't think he drank. And neither Bobby nor Angie have ever drank or smoked. But the addictive gene sure got me. But anyway, Lisa Marie did a short interview, if any of y'all want to see it. I forget the name of the guy that was interviewing her, but she was very wobbly and unsteady on her feet and just white as a ghost. Even though she had a lot of makeup on, she just looked very, very spaced out. You know, once you get past a certain point that you've been taking so many drugs for years and years and years, your body builds up to such a tolerance to them. You just have to take such a huge amount just to maintain, just to be able to function. You don't get high from them anymore. There's no more high experience. Drug addicts continue to use more and more and more, but there's no more highs. And that's the reason a lot of them overdose. It's just by God's grace and mercy that I never overdosed accidentally. I did it intentionally a couple of times when I was so severely depressed, and I did some stupid things, but God took care of me during those dark times of my life also. Anyway, this video is all over the place, but I just love my jacket so much. This fits better than the red one. It's the same size. It's a 1X, but it feels like I've got more room in it, and it's just light as a feather. Now, for my subscribers who left a super thanks, is that what it's called? The little heart thing where you click on underneath my video and you donate money. That feature does not show up when I'm answering comments on my cell phone. I would have to get into my laptop and actually look for the comment there, and that's where it tells me that a super thanks was left for me. So I don't want y'all to think that I didn't thank you for it is because I just haven't seen it yet. But hopefully I'll have some time tomorrow, and it's not so much of having time, it's just feeling like doing it. I get so aggravated with the laptop. I'm grateful for it, and it was so generous and kind of Zeus to come over here and take me to Walmart and buy it for me. That laptop cost almost $400. But it's just my own fault because I'm tech challenged. That it needs to have the Windows 11 update, and I'm terrified of updating it. Y'all know how long I went without updating my cell phone. Forever, until it stopped working. But it's just so slow. It takes so long to get into YouTube and to get into my videos. And y'all, there's just so much I need to do to improve my life. I've got to get on a budget. Got to get my car into maintenance and get it into the mechanic and get it fixed. And stop procrastinating. I'm just procrastinating, and I hate that about me. I never ever used to procrastinate. I would always just get going and get everything done. And my philosophy is, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Okay, so I reckon I have rambled on long enough. Thank you for being here today. It's always wonderful to see y'all. I just love you so much, and you're so sweet and good to me. So please give me a thumbs up and share. And if you have a chance to go check out my playlist, I have a lot of playlists. I have my nanny diaries and my recipes and my real life on Social Security. Go check out those old playlists and see if there's a video that you haven't watched yet. I would just appreciate it. And if you're new here, please subscribe. You will be loved and accepted here. And y'all, just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.